So hello guys, welcome back to this lecture. So in this lecture, I'm going to explain you all about the content. Okay, the content, and this is the most important thing also. Okay, the tables, the images, the figures, and other the stuff which you can learn a lot of stuff from here in the content page. So guys, what I have decided, you can, you know, do experiments on your own. So I'm not going to waste your time by just copy pasting the bootstrap things again and again. So I know you have a very less time. So what I'll do, I'll make this lecture to be last. Okay. So since tables and images are something very important, so I decided to explain you this, and you can go over other things and you can learn on your own here. Okay, you know how to do the things, right? So you can do or make yourself comfortable with all these things, isn't it? So here you have CSS grid. Okay, you know this CSS grids, right? So you can see here column 4 dot g column 4. If you give it a grid, it will be appear like this, right? You know, you have different grids. If you have spacing here, what's happening? Column 6. Yeah, fine. So you will have this type of things for you. So you can do the experiments on these things. Okay, so I'm not going to waste your time by by copy pasting the class grid and showing you all the other stuff. Okay, so instead I'm going to here to the content. Okay, so if there is something important, I'm going to explain you. You can do this on your own. It's not a big thing. Here it is again. So if you come to images, so this is responsive images. So images in bootstraps are made responsive with image fluid. Okay, so you can apply max width and height to be auto. So you have max width to be 100% and height to be auto. So what this responsive image will do, you know, the width, it can take 100, it can take 90, it can take 80 or anything, and the height on its own, since you have given auto. So here for the max width you have specified 100%. If you give 90%, the maximum will be 90%, but it's not a guarantee that it will definitely take 90%. Okay, so this is responsive, so it will make the changes by itself by taking the pixels into consideration. Okay, so here you can download different sizes of images, and you can apply these type of contents like image fluid. Okay, and it's image fluid, and you can see that it will automatically adjust by itself. Okay, you download the pictures of different pixels. Okay, then you can see different types of things. Okay, thumbnail, you know the thumbnails, right? The thumbnails are created by using image thumbnail. Okay, so thumbnail is something like this, and it also has the border. You can see here a little bit of border. Okay, so you have to use image thumbnail. Fine. So aligning images, so these two images are floating, one at the start and one at the end. So here float start and float end. You already learned about float, right? And these images are rounded. You can see on the edges they are rounded. So if you see these images are not rounded, and here it is not rounded. If you use the class rounded, the images will be rounded at the corner. Okay, so you already know the float concept, and it's in the middle, so it's rounded again. So it's D block. If you use MX auto D block, it will be at the center and rounded. Yeah, you can see this type of things. Okay, so coming to tables, tables are pretty much important. So just give it a sec, and let me remove this body again. So And also I like the bootstrap mainly because of the things which we can do to tables. Okay, so the tables are pretty much important, and also we cannot style the tables without using bootstrap. Okay, it's taking a lot of time. Just give it a minute. So these are the pictures. Okay, so let us go to tables. Okay, good internet connectivity, but it's slow. I think it's the problem from my internet. Yes, just give me a second. So here you can see there is no body. Okay, fine. Yes, it's opened. So here is the tables. This is the overview, but we already know how to create a table, isn't it? So let me show you some tables very quickly. Fine. So let me go here and give a keyword table. Okay, inside the table we have table row. Okay, we have different table rows, isn't it? So we have so many table rows. Let me have the table rows of about enough. Okay, let me do this. This is the row. So let me make a table row with heading also. Okay, inside the table row, let me make something called table heading. You know the th tag, right? Inside the th tag, I'll write serial number. Fine. Another th serial number. Um, registration number. And another thing, name. Okay, name and state. Fine. Let me copy this. No, this table heading, right? And I want table data. Okay, so table data is something like this. Serial number 1, let me make it 001. Okay, so another table data, registration number 2021 001, suppose. Okay, so again table data to be name Mandeep Singh from, let us say, Haryana. Okay, and let me copy this. Let me paste it in another table row. This 002, and the registration number would be something around 002. Let him be, uh, you know, um, Bharadwaj. Bharadwaj from Delhi. Fine. And let me create. I'm sorry. His roll number would be, serial number would be 3. Registration number, and someone called Ashwant from West Bengal. This is basically the creation of tables. You know, right? And V and command V. Okay, and uh, you know, uh, someone called Reddy from Andhra Pradesh. You know, Venkateshwaran from Tamil Nadu. I guess. Yeah. So I'm sorry if I have written some state names wrong. Okay, and it's 5. Okay. So how is it? How do this table looks like? Something like this. And if you want to be, you know, divided, you have to give the border to be 1. You already know that. You have seen that. So let me for the class for the table, let me give the class to be table. So see what happens. Fine. So let me go over here and you can see the change, isn't it? A gap between these guys, isn't it? And they are separated, isn't it? So instead of giving border, we can directly give class to be table. Fine. You have seen already the things. Okay. So for the table headings, it has given column, scope column. So what happens? Scope column. This column would be highlighted. Okay. So let me show you that. Even that. Okay. Scope COL. Okay. So let me copy this. Let me paste it over here. So all these things will make changes. Okay. For our web page. Let me remove this. Yeah, let me go over here. It hasn't made much change. I'm sorry. Hasn't made much change. So we can see. So TH scope. I'm sorry. It's saying that heading is column scope. So it's just giving the scopes. So the scope is something which you can learn. Okay. But no need to do this. I'm sorry. This is the scope, not the class. So let me remove this. Scopes will not do anything. Okay. So those are important when we do some little coding. Okay. So here you can see column span to Larry the bird. Okay. Column span to be 2. And now this is something important. If you want these colors, okay, on a single row, you can always use this type of classes. Okay. So for a particular row, if you want this, okay, the class table primary, table secondary. Okay. uh, so let me copy this. I'll show you. Okay, let me paste it over here. So I'll just copy table primary. Okay, so table primary color you already know. So let me do this and see what's the change. What's it doing? It's making the whole table to be primary. Fine. So instead of using it here, I'll use class equals table primary. So what happens now? Let me. So what's happening? It's going over here. So let me copy this and paste it over here. And let me make it secondary. And let me see this. What's happening? It's secondary color. So you can assign different colors to different rows. Okay, and so on. Okay. So it's something like this. Table warning. If there is something table warning for this, let me for this Tamil Nadu guy, let us do a warning sign. Warning. What happens? Something warning. Fine. So you can give these colors to this. So for now, since you know how to change the colors, I'll make this to be empty colored to all the things. even to this. Fine. So it's fine now. So let's go back to here. Striped rows here. What's this all about? Here, if you give the class to be table striped, you can see now. Table, let me go over here, and here you can see it's looking a bit beautiful than before. Here it this is striped one after another. Okay, one column is common, but another column is striped. This is common, this stripe, this is normal, this striped. So it would be something like this, table striped. So it's good to see. Okay, so here is something which is dark. Okay, table is dark but it's striped. So how to do that? Table striped is perfect, but if I want it to be dark table, dark, if you do that, you can see here the table is dark, and automatically here uh, the text is changing into white if you make the table dark. Okay, it's automatic. Here is something, table dark, and so this is something success you have for warning, success, and each and everything. So let me do this for the last time for success. Okay, because it's a bit CCESS. Fine. Yeah, it's a bit good to look. Okay, okay, fine. So let me do this. So there is something called hoverable. Okay, so let me remove this for now. um, Both striped and table success. Okay, so everything goes to normal. So fine. So what's hoverable? So whenever you hover over something, that would be a bit different. Okay, so how to do that? Just give table hover. Fine, go back to here. So if you hover over some row, then you can see that row will be something different. Here you can see if I hover, that is changing to some different color. Wherever I hover, the whole row is getting changed to different colors. This is something very we as a developers use this very often. Okay, front end developers, if you hover over something, it will change. So this is some of one of the most important aspect in terms of tables. Okay, so you can change the colors for hovering things. Okay, so table dark, table hover, I will not make you know your uh, time waste. Table stripe, table hover combination. So table active, so what do this do? So wherever you use table active, that will be in active part. Okay, that will be always in active part. So you can see that with the dark active. So this is something which we guys basically do. So this is table bordered, so everything is bordered now. So if you use table bordered, so instead of only these lines will also come into the picture. So here, why is this Larry bird covering first and last? Because it's occupying two divisions. Here at the starting you can see, let just give me a sec. So here at the starting of the page, yeah, this is something which is occupying, where is this, yeah, column span to be 2, so it will occupy 2 columns. Larry the bird will occupy 2 columns. Okay, from the second data, from the second data till the end, it will occupy 2 columns from the second data till the end. So 2 columns means till the last name. Fine, this is the use of column span. Fine, so let me go back there. So concentrate on these tables. Okay, these are important. So where are we? Table borderless. No, 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 no. Not here, not here. Yeah, border. So table bordered. If you use that, everything gets a border. table hover. Instead of hover, let me use bordered. Okay, BOARDER, DERED, BO, not A, BOR, DERED. Go back to here. You can see the table is having the borders. Fine. This is good to look now. Again, you can do a lot of magic for these borders also. You know, this table border, will have something different colors. For suppose border warning, I'll give BORDER, border to be warning. Yeah, so that the color will be changed to warning color. Fine. So you can do for success primary, secondary, and a lot of stuff. Tables without border. So if you use class to be table, then everything, by default there will be borders. If you want it to be borderless, so what you will do, you will, borderless. Okay, we'll take the borders out. There is no border. Okay, fine. So you can have the borderless tables and dark table borderless, you know. So if you want to make small table, you can use this SM table SM. Large tables with, you have LR or something. Everything. So you can see a lot of stuff here. So for the first row itself, we are giving the dark backgrounds. Okay. So you can do this table dark for only headings. Here table dark for only heading. So table footer, you can use footer at the end. Like header, you can use footer. You have a lot of things here, a lot of stuff. You can go over here and you can see, you can customize the table. So the most important thing in bootstrap is tables, using of tables. Okay, and here are figures. So here you can caption, you can, caption the figure, a caption for the above image. So you can write the captions for the images by using this tag fig caption. Okay, this is also an important thing which we haven't discussed till now, but you will have a figure. So image is something which is only image, but the figure is something which includes the caption, okay, and all the other stuffings. Okay, here for if you want to know about it, you can, you know study all these contents for you. So yes, this is about figures. So yeah guys, I hope the bootstrap is clear for you. So the thing is, you need to you concentrate on each and every class. You don't just copy the class, I mean the copy the content and paste the content over HTML page and see the output. You first, if you are working with a button, create a button and check each and every class what the changes it is doing and all the other stuff, so that it will be clarified. So practice more so that whenever you want something to use the class, whenever you open the document, you'll get to know, okay, this class is used for this. Okay, so you will have the speed. Okay, you will have the fastness if you practice. Okay, so yeah guys, so what I'll suggest, you go through each and everything and you try each and every class and concentrate on each and every classes. The thing is here, if you stop practicing this HTML, CSS and Java, I mean this bootstrap things, what happens, by that time you will forget the things. So what I suggest you, at least you know whenever you are learning, after learning up to a month or month and a half, practice at least half an hour a day. Okay, after that you can extend the time, like practice 1 hour a week or so, so that you will not you will not forget all the things. Okay, you will remember the things for a long time. So yeah guys, I hope everything is clear, and these are the very basics about HTML, CSS, and Bootstrap. So the largest and the deepest things comes with the the basics. Without basics, you cannot do a lot of programmings. Okay, first you have to be good about basics. Basics are very important wherever you go, and whatever the subject you learn the basics very carefully. If you get the basics, you can go to the advanced. It is not a big deal for you if you know the basics. Okay, so I hope you guys are clear till now, isn't it? So practice. Practice makes you perfect. And yeah, guys, thank you for watching our HTML, CSS, and Bootstrap stuff. I hope everything is clear now. Fine. Thank you. Thanks for your patience. Happy learning.